Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing different model evaluation metrics for a classification problem. We have different metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score. So among them, specifically, we are going to discuss precision, recall, and F1 score in this video. What is precision? So precision is nothing but ratio of correctly predicted positive to the total predicted positive. So among the model predicted, we'll be calculating how much are right. That is what called as prediction. Higher precision value implies that it is usually right. Okay, it has calculated most of the value right. For example, this is the confusion matrix of a heart disease. So the target column is whether the person having heart disease or not. So 0 implies no and 1 implies yes. This is the actual label and this is the predicted label. This is our model evaluation. Okay. This is no and this is yes. There are some concepts that we have to be clear. First is true positive when actual is yes. That is, there are totally 30 people who are having heart disease. Our model also has predicted it right. So this comes under true positive. When actual label is yes and predicted label is also yes, that comes under true positive. So here true positive is 30. Then true negative is nothing but when the actual label is no, our predicted label is also no. So here we have 31. Next is false positive. When actual label is no and predicted label is yes. Okay. So this is nothing but false positive. False negative is actual label is yes. Okay. That is the person is having heart disease, but our model has been predicted that the person is not having heart disease. That is called as false negative. Okay. So here, in case of true positive, over 30 people are having heart disease. So the model also has predicted that the person are having heart disease. Then 31 people are not having heart disease. That is correctly predicted by our model. Then actually, there are 4 people who are not having heart disease, but our model has predicted that 4 people are having heart disease. That comes under false positive. In case of false negative, actually, there are 11 people who are having heart disease, but our model has predicted that they are not having heart disease. So we have to calculate these parts. With this, we will be calculating precision. So in case of precision, what we have to understand is first, among the predicted labels. So when we calculate the classification report, here we are having 2 classes, right? Class 0 and class 1. Class 0 is for the person not having heart disease and class 1 is person having heart disease. For that, under precision, we will be calculating specific part. So first class 0. So totally, our model has predicted 42 people are not having heart disease. Okay, this is model evaluation. In this, we are going to consider this no part. Okay, in this, our model has calculated that 42 people are not having heart disease. Then how many people are having heart disease? 34. This is what our model has predicted. In this, among these predicted labels, how many are actually correct? That we want to find. Okay. So for class 0, we have to consider this part. Okay. Here, we are calculating the people who are not having heart disease. Total number of count is 42. But actually, how many people are not having heart disease? 31. Okay. So precision will be, in case of class 0 is 31 divided by 31 plus 11. Okay. So this is nothing but 73%. Next is, you have to consider the predicted yes. Okay. Among the predicted yes, that is 34. This particular part, among the predicted yes, we have to calculate how many are actually yes. Okay. How many of them are actually right? That is correctly predicted by our model. Totally 30. Okay. So 30 divided by 34 is, we'll get 88. Okay. So our model has predicted properly for the people having heart disease higher than people not having heart disease. Okay, this is what we calculate precision. Next, we'll be calculating a recall. So recall is nothing but the ratio of correctly predicted actual values with respect to that of total actual positives. Okay. Here, with in case of precision, we'll be analyzing with respect to predicted labels. In case of recall, we'll be calculating with respect to actual labels. So we'll be calculating total number of predicted positives to actual positives. For recall also, we'll be having class 0, class 1. Okay. So among the class 0, okay, there are totally 35 people. Actually, there are 35 people who are not having heart disease. Our model has predicted that 31 people are not having heart disease, right? So it would be 31 divided by 31 plus 4. Okay. So 31 divided by 35 is 88. 0.88. So we'll calculate as 88%. Then for class 1, among the actual yes, okay, it has been stating that 41 people are having heart disease. So among 41, how many people are having heart disease? That is exactly predicted by our model, 30. So 30 divided by 41, we have to find. What we are getting? 73%. Okay. In case of recall, we have to look with respect to that of actual labels. Among them, we have to find the predicted positives. Okay. In case of precision, we'll be calculating. We have to consider with respect to predicted labels. In that predicted labels, we have to find the total positives. Next, we are going to discuss F1 score. So F1 score is nothing but a harmonic mean of precision and recall. So it balances both precision and recall. Okay. So a higher F1 score indicates that a better balance is between the model and overall model performance is good. Okay. So the formula to calculate F1 score is 2 times precision into recall divided by precision plus recall. For example, we are having 2 classes here. We have calculated precision and recall in previous slides. Let's assume these are the values. So F1 score will be 2 times 73 into 82 divided by 73 plus 82. Okay, it will be in form of point. Okay. So 0.73, 0.82. So this is how we calculate F1 precision. So 2 into 0.73 into 0.82 divided by 0.73 plus 0.82. So we'll be getting 0.77. So likewise, we'll be calculating this matrix. So we will be calculating this matrix especially for classification problem. There are a lot of metrics. In case of logistic regression, we'll be calculating AUC curve, ROC curve. That's the end of model evaluation metrics. We'll see in next video. Thank you.